Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to jump in with another Atozy video. This one talking about college frat gets caught by police body cam. Now, I will say I haven't seen Atozy's video on this yet, but I have seen the original body cam footage. And let me just tell you, not all of it, but a little bit of it. And let me just tell you, it is disturbing on the next level, okay? I don't know what it is with these kids going to college and doing this kind of thing, right? Um, it kind of defeats the purpose of college, right? College is supposed to be for, getting educated and, smart people, but yet we got people doing this kind of stuff. So, um, be forewarned, I don't know what exactly is shown in here, but it is disturbing. Just from the initial clip, as you can see. It looks disturbing already. So I think this is going to be a great one. If you like this video, please go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. I would appreciate all of it. Thank you so much, and let's get into it now.
This Iowa fraternity is now being exposed again because this body cam footage just recently went viral from 2024, and it has the entire internet going, what is going on here?
Does anyone want to be forthcoming on what's going on? Anyone? Because you got to see it from my perspective of what the did I just walk into?
I mean, this...
Yeah, literally. I know I just paused really quick into this video, but that is a that is a point to be made, right? That cop has to be wondering, what is this? A group of guys. I mean, what, it looked like 20, maybe 25 guys there, all huddled together in a group. A little weird, a little strange, right?
is just so beyond ridiculous. But these frat guys, I guess they just seem completely unfazed by this. Like, both in the police body cam footage and also 4 days later on Instagram. Okay, so the comments on this post seem to have been limited, except they're clearly showing off how much they don't care by posting about the brotherhood online. I guess realistically, why would they care? Because they are supposed to be suspended by the school up until 2029. But I guess they're
2029 for doing something like this. You're suspended from your university till 2029. Oh man, I hope none of them had like scholarships or whatever, because that would just absolutely ruin their future. Man,
they're still listed as an active chapter on their fraternity's website. So, I don't know. That does beg the question, are there consequences for this? But I guess also technically, I don't think any laws were broken because everyone there was there at their own will. It's just incredibly bizarre because I feel like we've seen hazing on TV and all this, but like seeing it in the form of police body cam footage makes it so much weirder.
This stops here, guys. This is a police department.
can just look at this, right? You can see my cursor. It's like, I don't know, they like got mud or something on them back here. It looks like they're like blindfolded and stuff. It's just really, really strange and cult like. That's one thing I will say when it comes to like these organizations in college, right? Where it's supposed to be like a group of guys, a group of people doing things like this. It's just kind of disturbing, right? I mean, cults do this kind of stuff. I mean, like, what is this at the bottom? Some kind of like can or something? And the floor is all wet. It's just really, really strange.
This stops here. Who's in charge?
Yeah, I mean, this just looks like something out of a horror game. Like, you walk into a basement and you see this? Hello? Also, just the way the frat guys who are supposed to be in charge are acting towards the police and the firefighters throughout all of this is also just, like, very weird. It just doesn't make sense.
All right, who's in charge?
Bro, that face. That face, man, says it all. I got caught doing something he wasn't supposed to. Bruh.
What's your major?
Business.
Business? What's your name?
Why?
Just wondering what your name is.
Jose.
Jose? Jose, what's your last name?
Why?
Just wondering who I'm talking to.
I want to tell you that. I don't want to tell you that.
Okay, how old are you?
21.
All right,
Want to see my ID?
21 doing this, making a decision to participate in something like this. Man, okay.
Yeah, you got an ID or anything to prove?
Yep, yep. Get one more drink before listen to what the cop is asking you to do. Good idea. Good idea. Hey, we gotta hit the bait before doing what the cop is telling us to do. I agree. I'm right there with you.
I think it's fake.
Huh?
I think it's fake.
You think it's fake? You think it's fake or you know it's fake? There's two different things.
The firefighters
Oh, okay. Hey, game is game, I guess.
are literally responding to a tripped fire alarm. And then these two idiots are trying to block doorways and act like nothing's going on down there, and they just don't want them to go down.
Because you gotta see it from my perspective of what the did I just walk into?
Celebration
You know what I mean? Celebration or what?
of life.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I feel like these guys don't really seem like our nation's brightest, to put it lightly. But also, why would they ever try to just claim it's normal that a whole bunch of guys are shirtless and blindfolded and kind of tied up in the basement? Like, hello? This is so bizarre. And it does show you how
Yeah, it's bizarre. It's really beyond it.
messed up hazing culture is, because apparently 122 people have passed away from hazing.
What? I didn't even know this. Okay, so college hazing deaths database 122 people have died in the last 25 years. The fact one has died should be enough that this just be outright banned, right? Maybe most colleges do ban this, but I don't know. A college hazing death database shows at least 333 people have died since 1838, with 122 of the deaths occurring in the last 25 years alone. So either these events, these things have gotten more brutal or something, but that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Almost half of the deaths in the last 25 years have happened from this hazing thing.
In the last 25 years. So the lengths people will go to prove that they are a part of a fraternity is quite insane. I guess videos like this just show that, hey, there's some messed up stuff going on university campuses around the US. Because this is definitely not the only bizarre thing that's happening in fraternities around the US. We just don't know about the other ones yet. I also love how, even with the face of criminal charges, these boys would side with each other and just accept humiliation. But it seems like they don't care, even though they've been shut down because they're still actively posting on Instagram like nothing happened. But apparently that shouldn't come too much as a surprise, because if you do a little bit of research on them, we're talking about Alpha Delta Phi, specifically the Iowa chapter. And it seems like they forced their way into the University of Iowa campus only about a year ago. Because while doing research for this video, I found out that apparently in September 2023, UI Vice President for Student Life, Sarah Hansen, served the Frat's executive director an official notification and invitation to establish an associate chapter in the University of Iowa. Which sounds great, I guess, except apparently the letter and chapter status was the direct result of the University of Iowa learning that the fraternity was establishing a chapter at the university without the invitation or involvement of the fraternity and sorority life.
So that might have to do more why they got suspended till 2029, possibly. Because it sounds like they were doing they were operating as a fraternity outside the authorization of the campus. So that might have something more to do with them suspending them instead of the actual hazing event. I don't know. Like I told you said, I mean, I don't think the hazing thing is illegal, but
Meaning, I guess they just decided to set up shop and they were just going to be running as a fraternity, whether the school was on board with it or not. But it does sound like the school was trying to get on board with this, but regardless, quite fascinating. But apparently, just a year after they kind of started up, they did this and then got suspended. Basically, what happened was on November 14th, the 36 pledge class members were invited to stay at the Alpha Delta Phi house during their initiation week to bond, and I guess take an exam for the fraternity. And I guess to prevent cheating, frat members took everyone's phones and then sent them to the basement to go to bed. I mean, this isn't really low key, to put it lightly, but
wait, they were supposed to go to bed. they were gonna go to bed in the basement. That is, I don't know. Okay.
I guess this is how the hazing starts. And I guess this is kind of like this weird culture of, oh, you have to have a rite of passage, so you have to suffer to prove that you're a part of the brotherhood. So again, quite fascinating behavior. But as you might have expected, in the middle of the night, two men came in and then they made the group blindfold themselves and then started covering them in food. And that's apparently how the fire.
That's what we were seeing, man. Again, I don't know why the floors looked wet, but okay. Food though, that looked brown, man. What kind of food is like that? What color?
Alarm got tripped, and then this is where the body cam footage started. So you can see at the start, like, some of the guys are still clothed and not blindfolded, but as the police.
Okay, so he's not gonna get in. He's not gonna. Everyone's out, but this dude, he stayed blindfolded. You know, so I think he's the one that deserves to be in the fraternity.
Police just continue to walk through, they're actively removing their clothes and blindfolding themselves. Like, what is going on here? It's like if you look away for a second and you look back, they've completely rearranged themselves. Like, I guess maybe to probably camouflage themselves as victims themselves. I don't know. Were they doing some sort of charade? Was this like, what is that bank robber movie, The Inside Man or something like?
Is that the same group of guys? Like, so before they had their shirts on, now they don't. Okay.
That where the bank robbers dress up like the hostages, so they all run out at the same time, they couldn't catch them. I feel like that's what's going on right here, just in a very cursed fraternity way. But apparently the pledge class members that were interviewed described it like a food fight, even though they all admitted that they didn't throw any food. So I guess that seems a little one-sided here. But the University of Iowa summary stated that it is reasonable to believe that a food fight of all participating members would be throwing food. In this case, no pledged member participated in throwing food. So it is reasonable to believe that it was only executed by active members. So I guess even though they sneakily tried to remove their shirts and shuffle around the basement, we can sort of use our brains and realize they were just trying to save their own skin and blend in. I guess instead of clearly being the perpetrators. This is just so crazy. It's so freaky. It's also, in a way, so funny that no one wants to give up any information whatsoever. Because I guess if they spoke to cops, they wouldn't be able to be in the fraternity. But that's where things can get a little dangerous, because imagine if someone's having a medical emergency and then everyone just stands in solidarity and doesn't report or do anything about it. Like, that would be crazy. Thankfully, that didn't happen, but still, crazy situation. And also, you have their idiot leader, Jose, here, who's vaping in the cop's face and then handing over the ID while saying, I think it's fake. Like, is all of this worth...
Possibly not even 21. You know, I mean, a lot of these guys are, you know, right out of high school into college, right? So a lot of these kids aren't even 21. He's got a beer in his hand, vape. And then he says, hey, this is possibly, it's a fake ID. Genius. He's the one that said he's a business major too, right?
being cool in front of your friends. Let's be real. If that impresses the people that are around you, you don't want to be around those people. But hey, I guess, believe it or not, you can't stand in front of the police as they're trying to get into a place. So they were charged, but the charges were dropped just a year later. And I guess they just continued operating like nothing ever happened. And they may be listed as a suspended chapter, but, you know, it just seems like they're still moving.
Oh, the chapter was suspended, not necessarily the students. Oh.
As usual. But what is also funny, even after this video has gone viral, people are still rushing to join this frat. So, hey, we live in a fascinating world. People can just be awful to other people, and then other people are like, oh, yo, I want to be a part of that. What? Like, come on.
Yeah, unfortunately, because it was, you know, all over social media and the media in general, right? You're going to have people wanting to join this group, regardless of how embarrassing it looks to be a part of it, right? To have food thrown on you, looks like caca, looks like poo on there, right? But I don't know. It looked like, I don't know. We'll just say it looked like mud, right? Yeah, it would be embarrassing personally to be a part of that, to be just, you know, put on TV for everyone to see you there, right? Be put on the internet. Yeah.
Brotherhood does not mean, oh, I can't cross him because he has blackmail on me. Brotherhood just means that you support your friends. Like, come on. You should want to support your friends because you love them, not because they have blackmail on you. And if you don't do it, they're gonna out you. Like, that's so crazy. So please don't humiliate yourself to prove loyalty to someone. That will almost always backfire. And also, that's just not a relationship you want to have in your life. But that was the quick video.
Yeah, they're gonna look back, you know, several years from now and say, wow, that was embarrassing. Because it is.
I know this happened a while ago, but I still wanted to cover it. I now have to hop on a plane because we got more videos to cover. Thank you guys for the support. Subscribe if you're new. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. This Iowa fraternity-
Awesome. Thank you, Atozy, for that fantastic video. We appreciate it. I appreciate it. And I appreciate every one of y'all for stopping by and watching this video all the way through. If you haven't already, please do go ahead and hit that like button. Dislike it if you disliked it. And subscribe if you want to. Thank you so much. And have a great rest of your beautiful days. Bye-bye.